All right, everyone. Since this is a topic that I feel like this is the most requested topic from the last episode of the Haves and the Have-Nots that people wanted me to chime in on. And to be honest, I've done 4 videos on it already leading up to this episode. But since people wanted me to talk about it, here I am because, well, I need the ad revenue. So make sure you like the video. Let's try to get this one to 100 likes. I honestly do feel confident that we can hit 100 considering a lot of people want to talk about it. Hit subscribe because, well, without you doing so, I will never reach 1 million subscribers. Hit the bell icon and select all. That way you're notified whenever I post content. And follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. It's just crazy. I mean, Candace's one kind of throwaway line about my stomach, I haven't been feeling too well. That's what the show used to be. What I mean by that is the show used to be so damn good that you had to pay attention damn near to every line of dialogue, even the lines that felt like they were just throwaway filler conversation pieces of dialogue. They ended up being foreshadowing for bigger events. Now, the whole thing about Candace's stomach hurting, or I don't even know what she said her stomach hurt exactly. I know that she came out of the restroom and she got in bed. She just told Benny she hasn't been feeling too well lately. And then he joked her out, yeah, it must have been that $45 cheeseburger before he left to go meet with the realtor about the house. And then you can fast forward into the episode where Mitch is trying to offer her, hey, you want a drink too? I'm going to fix me one. She's like, nah, I don't want one. Now that could mean one or two things. She just didn't feel like having a drink, or maybe she was still feeling a bit unwell, so she didn't want to add alcohol to the mix. Possibility. I'm not saying this to be right, but I want to feel like, hey, I want to say this in a way that makes sense because it is kind of like 3 a.m. So I'm not. Oh, sorry. I just noticed my computer charger wasn't hooked up, so the battery was about to go out. Close call there. Sorry. What I was about to say was, I'm very confident that Candace is probably pregnant. I mean, then look at the fact she says I wasn't feeling too well when she's talking with Benny. Then when she's talking with Mitch, it's a conversation, an emotional conversation about how she feels about the situation with Charles, and that I'm still in love with him, and I thought he was the one, and I thought that he was telling the truth about everything, but it turned out to be him lying. But then Mitch is like, well, he didn't really lie, he just made a choice given the fact he's president-elect now. And then you also have like Conley trying to figure out the whole Candace Young situation, and it just seems way too on the nose that they'll eventually hook up and then they will, oh, you have my baby. Or let's say Charles does reach out to Candace, but for whatever reason they are pulled apart again, and then the babies, then it brings them together, and it's just very predictable if this is in fact true. So the question is, if Candace is pregnant, is it Charles's baby? I did a video breaking down Charles, Warlock, or Oscar. I think from a what goes around comes around turning point, it should be Warlock's baby. But at the same time, the happily ever after that everybody wants, it would be Charles's kid. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If Candace is indeed pregnant, do you think she will tell Charles? Do you think that she will just keep the crier money she has and decide to start over with her new child? Raise that child the way that she didn't raise Quincy Jr.? Do you think that she will abort the child? Yes, I went that route because there ain't no telling. I mean, Tyler has shown child death on the show, so I don't think abortion is something that is going to be shied away from. Heck, it isn't shied away from. We just talked about how Sandy's ex-girlfriend had one. Do you think that it's Charles's baby at all, or the more I guess you could say on the nose opinion or question is Candace actually pregnant, or was she just not feeling well? Who knows? So without further ado, leave your 2 cents in the comment section below. And speaking of 2 cents, if you want to kick a little money my way, not mandatory but appreciated, feel free to do so on PayPal, Cash App, or join Patreon for as little as $1 a month.